Week 9, Dallas Cowboys, the 3-4-1 Dallas Cowboys are hosting the Arizona Cardinals in AT&T, like you just mentioned, with Kyler Murray, who's never lost there, and they're 2-5. So off the bat, you're thinking, yeah, we should be winning this game.
But these are the ones that scare me.
Always.
They can scare me, these types of games.
Real quick look at the PFF rankings compared week to week. We're down all over. Offense is still a top 6 team. They dropped down from 4th. I mean, Cowboys defense just whatever it is, what it is, and we're holding on overall just sub of the midway point of the 15th, 16th rank. We're 18th ranked overall with PFF rankings.
I hate doing like the what if scenario stuff, but like if this defense just wasn't so fucking bad.
We said if they were 60 or 59, 58, just something better than bottom of the barrel. Because there's a big drop-off where the Cowboys and Bengals are than where the next 5 teams are.
It's just, it sucks. It just reminds me of the Tony Romo years where Romo went 8-8 3 years in a row, and it's like the dude had a defense. They're a Super Bowl contending team.
Do you think Ohio State could score against this Dallas Cowboys defense?
Easily. I was texting with my buddy Rob, like you know more. I was texting with more. I was like, I think the top college team would, the top college offense versus the Dallas Cowboys defense. I'm taking the top college offense every time.
Yeah, I think they'd smack them.
I think they'd fucking smack them. I honestly do.
Okay, hey, but let's look through. Oh shit. Well, you can't really see it. Doesn't matter. We're not going to go through. We'll just read it. That says rose-colored defense, and I put a little rose effect here because you know when you wear those rose-colored
I wonder if I
glasses?
could do this. Watch this move.
Oh, grab the. Oh no! Double click it.
Up here? Oops.
Just double click. Oh no! You got to do the preview mode.
Oh, down here. Studio mode?
I don't know where this preview mode is. Oh yeah. There you go. Now.
And now over here?
I think so. Yeah. Preview. No.
Oh. Where?
No, you are on it. You're on the right one.
Okay. What am I doing then?
So go back to doing what you were doing. See, you extended it.
Yeah.
No, you extended it, but what we need it to do, go back down to the original size so it's in the window.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe double click it or something. We just need to open the frame, basically.
I know.
Right click. Anyway.
Preview scaling?
No, scaling is what you were doing.
We need to God damn it. We don't know how to do it.
This is riveting, but
I don't know.
You know what? Let's just leave it.
Yeah, okay.
It's good enough. It's good enough.
We tried.
Yeah, get off that. Okay.
Rose-colored
defense.
The
rose-colored defense. What I'm trying to do here is just let's look at least 3 positive things here from the defense. Because like I said...
So this is you trying to trick us into thinking it's not as bad as it is?
Or just to be excited about specific players. And the first one being our boy here, D-Easy. He is ranked 10th for win rate amongst edges over the last 4 weeks with 18.7%. Wow. That's really high.
That is.
No, not getting the sacks, but he's getting there. He's getting in there.
Yeah, and you know what? And that'll come.
And he's up from 19th through the first 4 weeks. So what we've really noticed, or what I'm noticing with these stats, is the defensive side of the ball starts really hot, and now we're starting to see the averages come down to a much more reasonable rate. So, for example, 16.7 in the first 4 weeks was 19th, but only up 2% to 18.7. He's in 10th. So,
That's
you can
good.
see,
improvement.
Number one, it's improvement, but also offenses are starting to read defenses more, know how to play against defenses more. So, It's great to see that during that time where offenses are getting stronger, he's improving. Easy. Next is Not So Bland has the 7th highest PFF coverage grade amongst defensive backs.
And one thing I did notice last week, they didn't throw at him.
No.
They were just throwing at Bridges and whoever the fuck else was on the other side.
Yeah, he's becoming...
They left Deron Bland alone.
He's a really good cornerback. Now, maybe because that there's weaker guys on the team, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. We're seeing him perform well. 78.6 ranking over the last 3 weeks. And he's up from 35th for the first 4 weeks, where he was 69.8.
So he's balling out. He's playing as a top 10 cornerback right now.
He's at least locking down his position here. And finally, you can't really see Oh, yeah, you can just, slide that right there. Perfect. Missed tackle rate over the last 3 weeks. Our linebackers, and, will this make enough of a difference moving forward that they continue this? TBD. But Shamar James has a 0% missed tackle rate. Kenneth Murray Jr. has 4.3. That's over the last 3 weeks. The first 5 weeks, James had a 5.3, which is still really great, but he's even gotten better. Murray had an 11.4 missed tackle rate. So both these guys are getting better. Is it because Shamar James' snap count has gone up, and now he's replaced Sanborn and basically Clark? And Clark and Leofau still are playing, but they're more like secondary pieces coming in just to relieve.
So just getting you, and even Leofau. Did you say Leofau?
I said Leofau, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Leofau, he's got really, I think he's 33% or something missed tackle rate.
That's not good.
It's not good, but he's got.
It's like every second tackle, third tackle you're missing.
That's something he could fix. But he also has the excitement of, like, he could cause a turnover.
So you weigh that punch.
It's the same question of, like, would you take a quarterback who throws 5 touchdowns but 2 interceptions a game? It's like,
well, I'll ask you, if say you're in a game and you have 10 opportunities to make a tackle, right? Would you rather the one guy that might miss 3 of those tackles, but one of the tackles could be a turnover?
Yeah.
Or the guy that's going to make 9 of the 10 tackles?
But no turnover.
I mean, on this defense, I'm probably taking the turnover guy every time.
Yeah. I
need that splash.
But if that's what you're bringing him in for, and he's not the main piece, you can make by with that.
Yeah.
So. But anyways, look, doesn't matter. It's still the 33rd, 32nd, 31st ranked defense.
The worst, according to PFF, 47%, the worst defense rated by PFF.
Just disgusting. The only stat that I think, the Bengals have worst yards against per game, but
and that's
by a small amount.
And my thing is, like, I'd like to see, maybe I'll just do this at home, but I want to now look at the Bengals points per game, because that's, to me, points per game to me is the number one most telling.
Yeah, well, let me pull that up right now.
Points per game against is the most telling defensive stat, because that's just how often you're watching a team get scored on. And dude, there was times, like, I thought there was bad defenses. Then when I went back and looked at them on the Cowboys, and they had like 18.6 points scored a game. I'm like, that's not even bad. I would fucking kill somebody right now for the Cowboys defense.
Like when you were looking at
years prior,
defense you thought were bad.
Yeah, and I'm like, I would fucking love to have a defense that's only giving up 18 points a game.
So here you go. It's a little small, and I apologize, but it's the way that these guys format their tables. You can't really. This is ESPN. You've got the Bengals there with 31.6 and the Cowboys with 31.3.
So, yeah.
And then the Ravens were 30.
Two of the worst, on pace to be two top 10 worst defenses as per the points per game metric, which is wild.
In all honesty, there's no difference. It's a paper-thin margin between these guys when you look at it. And, look, it's a race to who is the 5th. The other one's the 6th worst, but you're not top 5 worst defenses.
One of these. Okay, well, that makes me feel a bit better about the Cowboys, I guess, right now.
Here we go. Touch and tips. Another historical matchup here between the Cardinals and Cowboys, over or almost 90, or I don't know, close to 100 games. 56-35-1 for the Dallas Cowboys. So, look, let's keep that tradition going. Tied on turnovers, both have -1. 2 picks last week, was it?
Yeah, 2 picks. Yeah,
so that
Dak
kind
threw
of
2 picks.
Effed our turnovers. Otherwise, we
because they were at 0, and then Dak had the 2 picks, but they got the 1 interception. So we're back in the minuses.
Back in the minuses,
which isn't terrible. I'm like -1, tied for 16th, which is with the Cardinals.
It's right in the middle.
That's not bad. Like you're still getting opportunities, and that's because, again, the offense has been pretty good with not giving the ball up.
But also, 100%. Dak had a nice string of 4 games there, and he's going to go back on that roll. We know that's going to happen. Points scored per game, 30.8 for the Cowboys, 2nd place. 21.9 for the Cardinals, 19th place. Points against, we just lucked 31.3, 31st. And the Cardinals, 22.0. So Cardinals are like...
So 22, and that gets you 13th.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That just seems so unfair to have a team...
Because
they're the Cardinals, you look at this stuff, they are the legitimate middle of the pack team right now.
They are.
Looking at these three metrics.
Yeah. They're a little bit better on defense. They're weak on offense. And really, like 70% of the team is like all within a very close margin. It's the top 5% or the top 5 and the bottom 5 that kind of
Tilt it.
Yeah. So we're coming up against a very beatable football team.
I also see these fucks beating us.
Yeah, and this was for Bandwagon Boy too, because he requested to
this
look
is
at
good.
Season leaders.
But I like
figured
this.
I'd bring this up so we can
This is a good one. This is a good addition. I like the work you're doing with these slides, AJ.
We got to get us through this a little faster, but also
I know what you're saying. Like kick it through a bit. Like we're
not like jumping from page to page,
but this is still, it gives a nice visual. It's very put together nicely.
Well, I'll read it off real quick here. Of course, Dak Prescott is the passing leader, 2,069 yards.
Hey-o.
Nice. Kyler Murray only 962 yards. How many games has he been injured?
I think he's been out a couple. He's been out a few, and they've had their bye week.
Well, he's got 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions in a very small amount of time. Rushing yards, Kyler Murray for the Cardinals, 173 yards, and then of course Williams here, 633 yards. I think that's good enough for top 5 right now in the NFL. A couple of guys are really breaking away. Taylor is just like running away.
Guys having, you don't see very many MVP seasons from other than quarterbacks. The guy's he's putting up a case. If he can continue the pace he's on, his touchdowns will be insane.
30, I think he's on pace.
That's what I mean. Like
you got to give it to him
wild
in that case.
Yeah, you have to.
Receiving yards, we got to watch out for this tight end in Trey McBride.
Yeah, and it's interesting enough, the Cardinals have Marvin Harrison Jr., but the guy that's their kind of possession dude is Trey McBride. He doesn't get a lot of touchdowns, but he's constantly getting receptions.
I think you can kind of look at what that means about the team, right? Murray's checking down all the time. Also, though, I think McBride was like an equivalent of like a top 12 just receiver overall. So he's kind of replacing the who's the guy in San Francisco?
Kittle?
The Kittles, the Kelseys. He's kind of the guy he's the next one up in the receiver, the tight end who's like an equivalent of a wide receiver, basically.
Yeah, and he's doing it. I mean, they have, and that's the craziest thing. I just don't understand how Marvin Harrison, and I'm fully expecting Marvin Harrison Jr. to have like
couple touchdowns.
A fucking just career game against the Cowboys. I really am.
Marvin Harrison can have 2 touchdowns. Just that'll be it.
That has to be it. That's it for their whole offense.
George Pickens, 685 yards, leading the team. Obviously, we saw Cedarius or C. DeLeon out.
C. DeLorean
out for, was it 2 games?
He was out
3 games.
3 games, yeah.
Because I don't count the one where he came in and ran a play. Jay Sweat on linebacker for the Cardinals has 5 sacks. And unfortunately, Jay Houston has those 3.5 sacks, which I think we were excited about 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't even remember anyone sacking a quarterback in the last couple games. They definitely didn't sack anyone.
Easy had one maybe it was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
But last week, I don't remember. I don't think Bo Nix got sacked a single time.
Well, if he did, Cowboys. It wasn't at any point in time where it was crucial.
Where it mattered. Yeah.
And finally, tackles here. We got Murray Jr. for the Cowboys, 58, and M. Wilson Sr., 53. So, none of those really stand out as anything incredible except for, I guess, the Cowboys offense.
AJ, I gotta bring this up to you and just see what you think, because I'm kind of leaning to this here a bit with Conversations Living Room with RJ. Dak isn't an MVP candidate. Need to stop dreaming on that. I think that was one of those games against Denver, and I hate to go back. I just want to quickly touch on it.
This is the time.
That if he wanted to keep his MVP campaign going, he needed another, pretty flawless game.
Right now, absolutely. Here's the thing. If Dak comes back, and how many more games we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got 10 games. If he plays like he did for 8 of those 10 games, he's going to keep popping up in the conversation, and it's going to really come down to those last, say, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
If he can stay in a top 10 and then versus the Chargers, Commanders, and Giants just haven't
and get the Cowboys back into playoff contention.
Playoffs. It all comes down to that. We're kind of in a murky zone right now because I think we saw the hot starts for guys. It doesn't help. I don't think Dak's off his hot start. He had one bad game.
Yeah.
And right now, he's 100% not in the contention.
No, I think it knocked him down a bit.
But I don't think...
He's completely out.
Oh, no, not at all. Like
you can be broken down, but
he's got the stats. That's the thing.
Yeah, he can build.
He's got the stats. He has another run of 3.5 touchdowns per game, and you've got him right back up.
Especially against... It has to be against high competition.
Oh, yeah. If he plays well against the Lions, Eagles, Chiefs, and Lions, actually plays well against those teams just because of the names. Really, yeah. Like I'm not.
That's what you need. You need those games
exactly. Then I think we're right back in where we were. Now, in fairness, I don't know that Dak was ever. In my heart, he's always number one, but I don't know that he was ever considered the number one guy at any week-to-week point.
No,
number two, definitely.
Stafford was still up there.
Stafford
had a big record.
But let's look at that. Like, not to keep dragging this on, but let's look at that. Like, where is Stafford now? Has he cooled off a little too? Where is
I think they just had their bye.
They had their bye, so that's
so his last game he had 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, so there you go.
So he's still it's to be determined.
Who's the Tampa Bay QB again?
Baker Mayfield.
Like he's another guy who was like a contender there. I don't know. I still think like
there's still a lot of football.
It's too much football, and it's hard to call right now.
I agree with you.
And if you think he's not, no, just kidding.
Agree with us, AJ. I gotta piss.
Yeah, go for it. I'll read.
Read it out.
I'll read a couple more chats here. Hang on. Forever DC says you know nothing about Dak or this team. Don't know who that comment is to. Maybe it's for two conversations living room with RJ and RJ, or maybe it's with directed towards us. It's Cowboys Nation. Yeah, I mean, to be quite honest, and maybe I'm just not looking for it. It's not in my algo. I'm not seeing a lot of that Dak hate anymore. I mean, of course, the regular players out there are hating on our boy Dak, but I don't know that I'm seeing it as like a common trend as much this year as it maybe last year. And Mike Fitzgerald, Dak, like Tony Ono, is a girlfriend guaranteed lost in the post? Is a guaranteed loss in the postseason. Well, hey, all it takes is a string of victories. The nice thing about football is you just got to hit that hot streak going in. And I've been watching football for a long time. I'm not going to make myself an expert, but I'll
say it. You're an expert.
Well, I've seen teams get on hot streaks in the playoffs who were I think these guys could win. And then they just go on a hot streak. The right guys get hot. Where it's different in like baseball, which is happening right now. You got 7 games.
Go Jays! Go Jays!
Actually, the game tomorrow, the Jays could win, and
they could.
If not, Saturday I'll be going to Majors.
To watch it.
Yeah, just to get nice and tipsy.
Yeah, it's Game 7.
Game 7. If it goes to that, I'm hoping that they're going to finish it tomorrow. But what's Forever DC? Oh yeah, we got okay.
There's some battling. I like it. You got some battling, stirring the pot.
Stirring the pot.
So what do we got here? Dallas Cowboys fact blast in the ass, and we got the offense. Are you talking about any of these yet?
No, I'll break. Do you want to do offense?
Yeah, here I'll get offense. Let me crack them first.
We got them. This fun. You get the fun stuff.
I love the fun stuff, baby. So this is the Dallas Cowboys offense right now. 384.1 yards a game, which is second in the NFL. They have 120.4 rush yards a game, which is 13th. That's a nice balance.
Yeah,
you got the top, and then you got a little bit better than average.
Yeah, and also for me, why I put the rush yards there is because just our history of maybe the last 2 years where it's been super lackluster. We had some great dudes, and in Dowdle was awesome, but overall, just the run game was very pathetic. And this, even it being 13th. It's more of like being able to rely on Williams and being like, okay, like,
you can lean into him if you need to. Yeah. Third in non-garbage time expected points added a play, which is 0.19, which that's nice because a lot of people say the Dallas Cowboys, they Stad Pat.
Yeah, Stat Pat.
What did I say?
Stad Pat. Stad Pat sounds like a dude who I know.
Sounds like, say it's because I was thinking Stack. What do they call them? Stat, or they do a play on it for Dak Prescott. Pad. I can't even think of it. I don't know. It's something like that. And got me all
Pack Descott.
Yeah, it got me all fucking my brain crossed.
No, but you're absolutely right. I think I like this because it shows, hey, we are, when the game means something, the Cowboys are able to go down there and put points on the board. And this is after last week, by the way. This is all.
And then you got 47.9% success rate when trailing, which is 8th in the NFL. And 37.6% when leading, which is 24th.
Isn't that ugly?
So they have a tough time hanging on to a lead.
Yeah, well,
and that's strictly, I think, I know it's an offensive stat, but because they never have a lead for long, could that play into that?
Probably because the lead is like
diminished. Instead of having a lead for fucking a full quarter, you have a lead for 2 drives.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. I wonder what the
it has a little.
Lead.
It has a little bit of
for
like
sure.
Time would have an effect on it a bit.
But
when you have the lead, you need to put more fucking points. Like technically, if say I'm up 7-0. If my offense is going to keep scoring when I have the lead, I should never lose.
Exactly. Well, it's the success rate. So what it's showing is when the Cowboys are trailing, they have no problem making those big decisions plays where it's like, let's go for it.
They get more points.
When they're leading, they start to go, oh, well, let's just punt or let's.
They do this. Their scoring is like this.
Yeah.
Where when they're down, their scoring's going up.
They're fine with making
which we've seen. It doesn't take an expert to know that when the Cowboys have been down in games, they've come back, and when they've been down by a touchdown or two, sans last week, they end up scoring.
But if they're up,
they just peter out.
When they're up, if it's the chance of going for it on 3rd and 4th, let's say, they'll do the easy thing and run it instead of trying to get the first down. And then they won't get the first down, so they'll punt it. If they're losing, we're going for it, and they get it because they have the fucking team to do so.
Yeah.
All right. Defense. Well, we have the most pass touchdowns against with 20. We have a 5.1 sack rate. That's 25th ranked. So
it's hard to believe that there's worse teams at getting sacks.
There is. Believe it, kid.
It's tough.
And there's 54.9 late down opponent success rate. So
explain that to me.
So when it's the 3rd or 4th down and the team, if it's 3rd or 4th down, the team has better than a coin flip of they have a 55% chance of making that. It's the worst in the NFL. So 1st and 2nd down doesn't really matter. It's like if they get to 3rd and 8, they're probably, if they don't get it on the 3rd down, they're probably going to get it on the 4th down.
They're flipping a coin.
It's just
that's awful.
It's not the stat you want. I would rather have worse 1st and 2nd.
Yeah, and your 3rd down, and this be like 30%,
exactly,
or even like a high 30.
High 39, 40. Like
it's still better. At least
doing way better than 55.
At least they need sometimes 3 times to get a first down on 3rd down, not every second time.
And a fair thing is, for the most part, these success rates are 50. 50 is the lowest.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like usually 50, 49, 48%. Like it's very close.
Right.
But that's terrible.
Yeah, it's really bad.
This is
just awful.
Yeah, way above that. So the Cowboys need to knuckle down on those late downs.
It's not even a coin flip. Like you're going to, if you do it 100 times, you're
winning
out on them scoring on you.
Exactly.
Or getting a first down.
Cardinals.
Here, we'll switch it here.
Yeah.
You do offense for the Cards.
Just real quick, 310.3 yards a game. That's 22nd, and 110.4 rush yards per game. That's 20th.
So nothing scary jumps out at you
Pretty
by
average.
The Cardinals offense.
Pretty average. 0.0 expected points added per play. Just put that in for reference,
Right.
And 0.0 just means you're not expecting points. Right? And a 41% success rate on offense just overall. And that's 26. So long story short, very weak offense. Should perform better than average versus our...
Yeah. And this is the thing. It's like you're looking at this offense and it shouldn't do much. The only time that I think the Cowboys defense has done well against a team that sucked or like the offense wasn't very good was the Jets. That was the only game I've watched this year that has been fun.
Yeah.
I don't say fun in the regards of like not being happy. The games like against the Giants and against the Packers, that was just too stressful for me to be having fun.
Well, it's like
where against the Jets, they whooped them and it was fun for me to watch.
Look, it's why if I'm playing Madden, I'm on rookie mode or varsity because I want a little competition, but I also want to
I want to
be
dunk on
successful.
you. I want to dunk on you. All right, now we got the Arizona Cardinals defense for AJ's fact blast in the ass.
You'll get it.
I know. Fact blast in the ass. There we go. 335.7 yards against, and that's a game, which is 19th. Very average.
Yep.
Then they have 0.07 EPA with the pass, which is 20th, and minus 0.08 EPA for the rush, which is 9th. And then the touch on it.
Just wanted to, they have a terrible, they have a very good rush game and not a very good pass defense. So it's going to be interesting to see very good top 10. I think it's very good.
That is good, yeah. Top 10 is very
So it's
nice.
going to be interesting to see how Williams performs, but our pass game should, be how it is, I think, against these guys. But if they can shut down Williams, which is a complaint that we kind of had, was it last game or maybe the last 2 weeks where it's like, it was definitely last week with our boy Chima here. And
that was Doug.
Doug, sorry. Doug Dimbledore?
Doug Dingubob.
Yeah. But he was like, man, why are we abandoning the rush game?
Yeah.
And we just
tried throwing it. And actually, speaking of the rush game, and just for the Dallas Cowboys, they have the ex-Arizona Cardinals coordinator or offensive line guy. And the Cardinals, so it'll be interesting to see how that ends up playing out. But the last defensive stat that you have in your fact blast in the ass is 8.4 average opponent points in the first half, which is 6th, and 13.6 average opponent points in the second half, which is 23rd. So they get scored on quite a bit more, almost double in the second half, which is good. That plays out to what we want.
It plays out well for how the Cowboys can go, because if we're in a shootout going into the second half, okay, good. Things get weaker.
Yeah, we have a chance.
Okay, well, hang on. I know I got to do this. We got to do our
Dallas Cowboys 3 Crack'ems to victory.
Oops.
Sponsored by Do you want me to get off this?
No. Stay on that.
Stay on it? Okay, some behind baseball? Okay.
There we go.
Behind baseball it.
I want to just do this and get this back up.
Let's do it.
Boosh. And then I'm going to do this live, baby. Okay.
Hey! Bang! Come on, man. Bang! I'm not trying to get in there. Like,
I have it on record.
What's that?
There's just from that clip that has, it's the guy beating him up, but there's the one clip that he has too, and he's like, I have it all on record.
Right. Yeah.
The Canadian guys golfing and getting into some shenanigans.
Well, these 3 Crack'ems to victory, from everything we chatted about, if you have one, you can go or I can go first. We're just going to do what we think, our 3 keys to victory. Adam's not here, so we'll put in what we think Adam would say.
Yeah, we'll say
we'll let him come in and say his own. But
this is the thing. I hate to always repeat the same thing, but with this team, it almost is the same thing every week.
Yeah.
And it's simple. The offense needs to score points, and the defense needs to stop the other team from scoring every time. And as simple as that is, it's the truth to this team. This team is ran through the offense.
Yeah.
They aren't going to win, unfortunately, if they only score 24 points. This team needs to score 40 points to win a football game.
Yeah.
So my key to victory as cliche and stupid as it is to score more points than the Cardinals.
You could go ahead and try to start to break down what does the offense need to do to score points, or what does the defense
Okay, well, here.
No, I'm just saying.
No, you're right. So for the offense to score, they can't, and I'm going to say this. This is a good question. That's a good way to break me down and give you something a little bit more kind of zeroed in. They can't be scared to go for it on 4th down in situations where your
Yes.
analytics might tell you that you should punt. There was a time in the game last week against Denver when the game was still close, and they were on their 30, 5-yard line, their own 35-yard line, but it was 4th and short, and they elected to punt. They punted to the Broncos. 5 plays later, the Denver Broncos scored a touchdown. You have to be like, I trust my offense to win this game more than I trust my defense to save the game. There's going to be situations where you need to just put it in Dak Prescott's hands. If it's 4th and under 3, I think you almost have to go for it almost every time.
And you know what? This is fair because if analytics tells you, okay, on this play, you have a 60-40 chance, it's better for you to, 40-60 chance. 40 success, 60 no success chance. You're better to punt. But then you got to go like, well, wait a minute. We have Dak Prescott. We got George Pickens. We got Ferguson.
We have an advantage here over analytics.
Yeah. Did you shake down those results to show how Dak Prescott or someone of his caliber and all of these statistics equal? Because in that case, I might be saying, yeah, I bet Dak's in that 40% that makes it.
Hell yeah.
Right? So I totally agree. The analytics are there for a reason, and they're good, but you also have to do some fucking quick mind math. I would hope that they have that, but I wouldn't bet that that's not necessarily something they always calculate. It's a hard calculation to make.
Yeah, well, because
you got to go with the vibe.
You got to go with the vibe, but it's like we were screaming at it. You guys were screaming at it live, or the fellas that were here were screaming at it live during the game. Don't punt because this defense is going to give up 7. And the Cowboys punted, and what do you know? The defense gave up 7. So you weren't losing anything by... The only thing you were losing was giving the offense the opportunity to stay within the game.
Yeah, I love it. Trust this offense that they can make those long and needed down, whatever it is, 3rd or 4th. Trust this offense that they can do that at the time that it's appropriate, where we need to push it and take the chance. Because I totally agree. I think that we can do it. We've got the caliber. Now, for me, what do we need to do? There's really, on defense, there's so much, so that's really tough to say. I like what you said about that they can't be scared to go for it. I think they just, if I can kind of piggyback on that a little.
Do it. Jump on my back, baby.
Cowboys can't take their foot off the pedal if they find themselves ahead.
Score. Try to score 100.
Act as if you are. Almost
like urgency. Like, don't lack urgency.
Don't lack urgency when you're ahead.
It needs to be that. Every drive needs to result in a touchdown, or you have to have that feeling. And sometimes it's like the Cowboys don't seem to have that urgency. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we saw it. We saw it with the stats, we didn't need the stats to know that, because we've seen
we've seen it here. Like, even the years that the Cowboys were finishing 12-5, it's like sometimes it just seemed like they didn't have urgency.
Yeah, and unfortunately, usually we like to try to tag all sides of the football, offense, defense, and special teams. BW1 is not here, but it doesn't matter. I don't think there's anything that we can say for the defense to do besides
stop being the worst. Stop being a top 5 historically bad defense. Yeah. And I don't even know how you fix that at this point, because we've chatted plenty of times. Is it the defensive coordinator, or is it the players? I think it's just this really bad shit mix of both, where they're both trapped in there together and they can't help each other to get out of it.
No, the one thing that could happen, and perhaps we are on the cusp of seeing it, is Shamar James comes into his own, moves into being, okay, this guy's NFL ready. Same with D-Easy. He gets a sack. He's had one already, I know. He's got really good pressure rate, but he needs to start making some of those matter in a game at the opportune time, right? A first down pressure, okay, great. But a 3rd down pressure when you need it, that's what we're looking for.
In a one-score game?
In a one-score game, that's when we need it. So those types of things on the defense, that could be really helpful for the Cowboys. If these guys are going to be actually taking that step up, it could be very well that they just had a really good game, and now they're going to kind of go into the mediocrity of all Jags in the NFL. Again, not trying to say that is a bad thing because a Jag in the NFL is a fucking soldier.
Is a win at life.
Yep.
So put for BWB1, crack me if you got him.
Yep.
Don't be literal dog shit at defense.
Love it.
Because I think we can all get on the backbone of that.
And I think those are significant keys to victory right here. Or crack'ems to victory.
Yeah, sponsored by Drip.
Yeah, shout out
Hard
to
seltzer. Only 89 calories in these. Comes in 4 flavors, gets the buzz going, and makes you feel skinny all at one time. How many things can do that in